Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing 25 goals for 2025. I have them written out on my MacBook right here. My MacBook is off, but they're on there, and we're just gonna go through them. I do have them separated into personal goals, work goals, side hustle goals, social media goals, and then my dream goals. This is like a side note because I'm still pulling up my goals, but I have been having bad skin for the past year, and I'm so over it. And I don't know why, because before my skin was like fine, whatever, like I had breakouts here and there. Now it's like my skin is just bad. So I'm trying to, one, simplify my skincare routine, because that might be the problem, because I feel like I was simple and then I went complicated and now I'm going back to simple, so maybe that'll help. I don't know, this is just a little tangent because I was still pulling this up. But I have it up now, so it's fine. So first things first, I want to talk about my personal goals that I have for 2025. And to be honest, that's like a majority of my goals. And my overall goal this year is kind of just like to focus more on myself. And I say that because I noticed within the past year, there's just a lot going on, first off, but especially within the last couple of months of the past year, I was just getting dragged into a lot of stuff that I didn't actually want to do, but I was doing it for the sake of other people, and I feel like I used to not do that, and somehow I went back into doing it, and so I'm gonna try to stop doing that. If that makes any sense. Basically, I just was doing stuff that I didn't really want to partake in, and I definitely was put in some situations that I did not want to be in, and I'm kind of just over that. So this year is focusing on me. So with that being said, there are some goals that are focusing basically just on like my overall health, and that's pretty much it. That's all I had to say. There's goals focusing on my health. There's goals focusing on like just things that I really wanted to do, and some of these are literally on here every year and I still don't do them, so that's a problem, but I want to fix that, and I say that every year. And then some of them are just personal things that I just want to do this year. Yeah, so getting into those. So the first goal that I have that has to do pertaining to my health is getting a workout plan, because I'm one of those people where it's really hard for me to work out if I don't like have someone telling me, or not have someone telling me, but like there's just no structure. I can't work out if there is no structure. I need to know exactly what I'm doing, for how long I'm doing it for, why I'm doing it, what it's for, and I'm not the type of person to like plan that out. I don't want to have to plan it, because honestly, having to do all that research to figure out like I have to do my arms this day, this is the exercise I need to do, that's just not me. It's just not me. Like I've only ever worked out like actually consistently when I was doing it with my boyfriend, because he knows what he's doing, so all I have to do is follow him and I'm good, and he tells me how to do it and I do it and I'm good. I don't want to have to do the thinking part to get there. I just want to have a plan basically made for me, and then I follow that plan. That's all I want. So once I get a workout plan, I'm gonna work out. So going into that also is doing yoga, because I feel like yoga is just such like an it girl thing to do. I don't know why, but I just want to do it. Yeah, I just think it'd be fun. I think it'd be good for my mind. It'll be something to do in the morning before I have to go to work, even though I already wake up super early, but that's besides the point. My next thing that has pertained to my health is not eating any more junk food, which is hard because I'm a snacker and I love snacking. Snacking is one of my biggest things. If I'm at work, I literally always have a bag of chips, goldfish, I have something sweet, I'm usually drinking soda. So again, this is very hard for me because that's literally all I am, but I'm trying. And the thing is that I'm not giving up on it entirely. I'm still gonna eat junk food, obviously, but my goal as far as no more junk food pertains to like the majority of what I'm eating should not be junk food. So I'm trying to do better on that. We have been eating at home a lot more recently, so I'm okay with that, honestly. As long as it's not like an everyday thing, I'm not gonna beat myself up for it. So the next one is kind of a health one, but it's also not, because it's just something I want to do. Hip-hop dance classes sounds so fun to me. I see them on TikTok all the time. I want to do them so bad, but the thing is, I live overseas, so it's kind of harder to do that. But I love dancing. I feel like it's one of like those things that I really don't talk about, because again, I don't know, it just doesn't come up. But I love dancing. I love dancing so much. I love it. Besides the point, going on to my more like personal goals, or I want to say like mind goals, essentially. I want to read 50 books this year, so, because she was really close to doing it last year and then she didn't, because again, a lot of stuff was happening in the last few months of my life in 2024. So I'm hoping that this year I can actually get to 50 books, because that was my goal last year. which if you think about it, that's basically 1 book a week, so it shouldn't be that bad, but we'll see. My next one is to be able to read and write in Spanish. Now, I'm Hispanic, believe it or not. I am, but I never learned Spanish when I was younger. So the thing is like, I can pick up on conversations that are like being had in Spanish in front of me, but I can only pick up on like bits and pieces of it, and then depending on the conversation, I either pick up some of it or none of it. And it's also, again, a little bit difficult because different types of Hispanics will obviously speak in their dialect. So there are just certain words that Colombians will use versus Peruvians. It's just like, they mean the same thing, but it's just a different way of saying it. I don't know how to explain it in, like, as an example in English, but it's kind of like if your guys' friends had said something, but then another friend group has basically the exact same saying, but it's just a different way of saying it. It's like that, but I don't really know if that makes any sense. But that's basically what that is. So again, I kind of understand it, but I also kind of don't. But I don't speak it at all. And I think partly is because, like, I'm just scared to embarrass myself, and also I sound so white when I try. So going on to my next goal, I want to be able to have a conversation in Spanish because, again, for me, it's getting a little embarrassing, and I can be honest with myself and say that, but that's just because, like, that's who I am. I'm not afraid of telling people that I don't speak Spanish, but again, I don't like having to be like, no, I don't know Spanish. She's a coconut. It's embarrassing, okay? And I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm so over it. My next goal is journaling every day. So I just got my journal in today, and I'm so excited because it is literally one of the cutest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I love it so much. Actually, I'm going to get it really quickly because I want to show you guys. This is the journal I got, and you may or may not have seen it actually, because I actually found this scrolling on Instagram, if you believe it or not, and I'm actually surprised I didn't get scammed. I'm not gonna lie. I will tell you guys, I got the one that doesn't have the gold on the side because it was more and I didn't want to spend more money on gold things, and also I don't like the way these feel like when they have like that shiny gold stuff on it. I don't know, I just don't like it. I don't know, it weirds me out. So anyways, so this is my journal for 2025, and I'm just gonna show you guys really quickly. Again, I found this on Instagram. It was, in fact, I feel as though not expensive, but it's also a European thing. It was for 45 euros, and that was like with shipping. And since I bought it around New Year's, it kind of did take a while to get here, but that's kind of my own fault again because I ordered it like around like New Year's, so obviously it wasn't gonna come. But look how cute this is. It is actually so cute. It's not dated either, meaning that basically if I didn't use it this year, I could also use it next year. You could actually like literally stack up on these and it would not be a problem because, again, they literally don't have... It's adorable. My point is that it's adorable, and also, I didn't show you guys, but they have pre-made pages. So everything is pre-made, which again is also really nice because I can't just bullet journal. I've tried it before and I'm just not creative enough, and I hate to say it, but that's just how I am. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I'm not that creative, which is really sad. But again, this is the journal. Again, I think this is cute. The like backing or like the book actually like is like this really nice like smooth leather, which is I'm like surprised about. Again, I feel like this is worth the 45 euros that I paid because it's really nice. Like it's actually, and it's pre-made. And all I have to do is color it in and use it to my heart's content. So moving on with the whole journaling thing, one of the things that I want to do is make a scrapbook for me and my boyfriend, or of me and my boyfriend. I have a little like photo album that I guess what I more mean is like not a scrapbook but more like a photo album, but whichever falls in my lap I'm okay with because we've been dating since high school and we are supposed to graduate college in about like a year or so. So again, we've been together for quite a while, and I feel like I want to have a photo album or just something that kind of like represents our high school days as well as like transitioning into our adulthood, which is kind of crazy because again, we're going all through all of that together. So I think it'd just be really cute to like make that this year, or start making it this year and then move on. I know a lot of those things are a lot more easier to do in the States, especially because things are so accessible in the States, and over here in Germany they are accessible, but it's harder for me to do them because I don't speak the language and I have no idea like how or where to go for these things, and it's really hard to find out too unless you know somebody who knows the economy. Luckily I do, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem, but a lot of things also you'd have to order off of Amazon, so it's kind of like, yeah, it just takes forever to get here. And then my last personal goal that I have is to start paying off my student loans because she doesn't want to be in debt. That's it. I just don't want to be in debt. Debt is bad. In case no one taught you, debt is bad. So moving on to my work goals. I actually only have 2 work goals, which is not that surprising, and it's just not that surprising. So my first work goal is to save 10K this year. And I actually already have a little like checklist that I'm following, and I'm gonna put it on the screen. I found it on Pinterest, so again, did I do the math on this? No, but I'm still hoping it leads up to 10 grand. And I'm hoping that I follow it, and I'm hoping that with this chunk of savings, you know, I just save more money than I spend, because again, more money saved is more money for the future. I don't know why, I like having a figure in my head that I want to save, because every year people always say that they want to save money. At least if I have a figure in my head of how much I want to save and I'm putting it into a specific account, I'll know. Then I won't have to worry about it, because that's what I'll be doing. And then my next work goal and my last work goal is to become a loans representative. So if you don't know, I work at a bank and right now I am one of the tellers, but in order to like move up in my position, the next position to like go into would be a loans representative. So basically I just kind of want a promotion. If I didn't want to be a loans representative, I could just stay as a teller, but then I would still, I don't really know how to explain it. I would just be a teller number 2, and there's 3 steps to it, but I don't want to stay as a teller. I want to move on to the loans aspects of banking so that I'm gaining more information, because again, I really came into my job to like learn. So again, that's my goal. I don't really want to go too much into it, but that's what I want to do. So my next 2 goals are pertaining to these side hustle goals, and I call them side hustle goals because I could make money off of them if I continuously do them and I actually like set up a way to sell. The first one is try making and selling Notion pages. Now I've heard a lot about Notion and I don't know how it works, so my goal with that is to find out how it works and then decide whether or not that's something I actually want to do this year, or if I don't want to do it. But I know a lot of YouTubers actually have been doing them, so I'm just kind of going to keep my eye out, see what's going on, see if that's something that I would want to do, and then you guys will hear from me whether I have them or not. That's pretty much it. Oh my goodness. The next one is crocheting a bookmark. Now I want to crochet in general, but I thought I would start off with something that I would probably actually use, and that is a bookmark, and something that actually pertains to my niche, which is why I also chose bookmarks, because again, if I did want to sell them, I could sell them, but if I don't, it is what it is. I make bookmarks for the people that I care about. And also bookmarks are really easy. So I figured if I see some cute designs on Pinterest, I can just copy those and then crochet my heart away. Also, I know a lot of people at my job who crochet, and I've been asking them to like kind of show me, kind of teach me, so that I'm not so confused when I'm trying to do it myself. But moving on to my social media goals. Now this pertains to like my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my TikTok, all of the, what I want to say necessities are. The first one that I have on here is to make more booktuber friends. Now the reason I have this on here is because I don't get to talk about what I do as far as like YouTube and Instagram, because I don't know a lot of people within the community that I see as like often, or like there's just nobody that I personally know that's also doing this. It's not like I have a buddy. So for me, I just kind of want to find a buddy, because I feel like things are fun and just more exciting maybe even to like have your friends or know somebody else who's also doing it. And I used to be very like into the community, but everyone gets busy and everyone has their own lives, and it just kind of like got away from everybody, I feel like. So I just want to like come back into that, if that makes any sense at all. Basically, I just want to have somebody who can relate to what I'm doing, or like as far as YouTube goes. Anywho, my next goal is to post 52 videos on YouTube, and I say that because that's literally a video once a week, but I'm already behind the curve because again, New Year's, but I'm not trying to pressure myself. I just want to be consistent because I used to be so consistent and now I'm not because I get really busy. But I'm hoping, because I have videos lined up that I want to film and that I'm planning on filming, and I have a plan basically, that I will be more consistent. I'll have posts for you guys. I'll have videos for you guys to watch. I'll have reels. That's basically what the entirety of my social media goals are, is to just be consistent on my social medias for you guys, but also for myself, because again, this is something I actually like to do, but I just stopped doing it once I started getting into my new job, and I took like a month off, like completely offline. So that was so crazy for me because again, I never thought I would take a break, but I did, and now we're back at it in this new year, and I'm excited. Also going into basically my next two goals, which is to post 130 reels / posts on Instagram, and then to post 130 TikToks. Now that is just a number that I came up with because I saw another girl say 130 because I was watching a video on somebody else's goals for 2025. I actually feel like putting a number to it might help me, but if it doesn't, because I'm not going to keep track of how much I post this year, then so be it. I just want something on there that says, be consistent, please. And that is what those numbers are for. My next goal is to get to 500 subs on YouTube. And last year my goal was to get to 250. And I actually did end up doing that. So I'm really proud of myself because I did not think that was going to happen. And then to get to 10K on Instagram. And I was really close to getting to 10K last year. And then the algorithm got really messed up. And I was actually talking to a couple people on Bookstagram, like in that realm of like what was going on with TikTok algorithm, because, and then to get to 10K on Instagram, and I was really close to getting to 10K last year, and then the algorithm got really messed up, and I was actually talking to a couple people on Bookstagram, like in that realm of like what was going on with TikTok algorithm, because, sorry, not TikTok, Instagram's algorithm, because it just wasn't making sense. It was like no matter how consistently you posted, no matter what you posted, no matter what was going on, no matter if you did something trendy or something original, it just like genuinely didn't matter. Like your content didn't get pushed out. And I've noticed that if you don't post for a while and then you start posting again, some things will go and have a lot of views and then some of them will have none. It's a really hard thing to gauge on Instagram and on YouTube and on TikTok. It's just very, very hard. And I don't really understand it myself, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I do, because I genuinely have no idea. And I know that there's people out there who genuinely have a amazing idea of how this algorithm changes like every so often. I would probably have to watch like 20 videos to understand the basics of what is going on. For me, again, I'm just posting because I like to post. If it happens to go with the algorithm, if it happens to not, then so be it. I just want to do something that's going to make me happy versus something that's going to push this into a career that, you know what I mean? I just don't want to force anything. So I just want to like focus on what's going to make me happy. And if that's making long videos, if that's barely posting, if it's posting all the time, then that's what I'm going to do. I don't know why I went on that tangent, but I did. And lastly, my last 3 goals, which are in the dream goals category. And I label them as dream goals because 1, it takes a lot of planning for this to happen. 2, some of them I would just literally have to get lucky. And 3, it would have to be right time, right moment for like, again, these sort of things. So the first one is to travel to Italy, and that is it takes a lot to plan. Again, I really just want to go to Italy this year. It's not like a dire need of mine. I love the country Italy. I've been there twice already in the past like couple of years that I've been here. I love Italy so much. It's so good. I went there when it was cold. Like I went to like mountainside Italy, which is so beautiful. Everything in Italy is just so pretty. Like I don't know how to explain it, but when I'm in Italy, I just feel so, I don't know, I just feel normal. I don't know why. I just love Italy. So again, I want to go there. My next goal is to get Anna Huang to notice me. Now, this goal, I'd have to be so lucky and like so, like, I don't know what I would have to do, but I would have to do something crazy because I see that Anna Huang reposts people's TikToks and I just want to be one of those people. I just want to be noticed just once. and I will drop it forever. I will literally, like, on my grave, I'll be like, that is what I did. That is what I did. Because if there's one thing about me, Anna Huang is my favorite author. Hands down. And I have had another author like my posts, which I was so excited about. I will never forget that. Stephanie Garber. I will never forget that because I literally have it screenshotted in my camera roll. But also, she wrote one of my favorite trilogies, which is the One Supposed to Work on Heart trilogies. But I digress. Again, I would do anything to get Anna Huang to notice me. She's one of my favorite authors. I think she's my top. She's my top. She's number one. Stephanie Garber's number 2, but she is number 1. Okay, I would do anything to go to a book signing. I would do anything to go and see her. But again, I'm overseas and I just don't see that happening. But I'll take some online. I'll take something. I'll just like my post. Just see my TikTok. Like the TikTok. I don't care. You don't even have to repost it. You just have to like it. Like, you know what I mean? I would do literally anything. Like, that is my, again, dream goal. And I'd have to be so lucky for that to happen, or just like gain more fame, I guess. I don't know. And then my last goal is to go see Sabrina Carpenter in concert. Now, I label Sabrina Carpenter in my mind as mother because, again, a lot of people, especially like when it pertains to artists, everyone loves Taylor Swift and they're like, oh, she's mother. I'm sorry, guys, but me and like one other of my friends, Sabrina Carpenter is mother. Like, I don't care what anybody says. That is my version of like your guys' Taylor Swift. Okay? Sabrina Carpenter is everything. I'm obsessed. I've watched her since Girl Meets World. Didn't really listen to her music, but I'm not gonna lie, I did listen to some of it. She's just everything. Like, I don't understand. I love all of the new albums. It's just so good. Anyways, that's it. I forgot to mention one of my goals, and I actually did notice this halfway through the video, but I was just gonna come back to it. My last goal that I'm gonna talk about, I guess, because I forgot to bring it up earlier, is to work on my book. Now, I started writing a book last year, and I have the plot line all figured out. It's just as far as writing it, and I have gotten into it, but I'm one of those people where I'm a perfectionist, and it's just very stressful for me. So my goal this year is to at least get my rough draft done and work on just getting some words down and having maybe people read the rough draft, if I so please. I don't know. But that's all I'm kind of giving away on that aspect of things, because again, I did talk about it last year when I was writing it, because that's actually when I started this, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna write my book. And I have so many ideas, but I'm planning on it to be a series, so I don't want to give too much of it away. Again, that's all I'm gonna say, but that is another one of my goals. And that is the last goal. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, please like, please comment, please subscribe. I hope you guys liked my 25 goals. I know this was like kind of chaotic, but when am I not? Let's be honest. And if you guys, you know, hang out about, I don't know what I'm saying. If you like the video, like the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!